everyone, I am Jacy from Craft Life and I'm here today to teach you how to make Santa jars, and these make great gifts for your family and friends for Christmas. These are also super easy and fun to make, and you can put candy inside of them or whatever you would like. And the supplies you'll need to make these are a mason jar, and you can use any size that you want. I'm using a smaller one today. You will need something to trace a half a circle with, and I'm using an 8-inch plate. You will need some red felt. For the brim of the hat, I like to use a white sock, but you can also use a white piece of felt or even cotton balls. You also need a white pom-pom, and you can use any size that you want. You were just putting it at the end of your hat. You also need a pop tab for the buckle, and please make sure that you remove the circle in the center here. It is very rough, and it should look like this once you have removed it. You also need a piece of chalk for tracing, a ruler and scissors, and finally a glue gun or strong glue. So please get your supplies and we'll begin. To begin, you are going to need your red piece of felt and your 8-inch plate. And if you have an 8-inch plate, it should probably work with your mason jar lid. So now we're just going to take it, and I like to flip mine over so that it doesn't move. I'm going to place it on my felt halfway. Once you have it placed on, you're going to take your piece of chalk and trace it. Now we're going to cut out this half circle. Once you have your half a circle cut out, you're going to flip it over so that the chalk side is down. And now you're going to turn it so that you have a straight line and the curved side is to the right. Now you're going to take your lid and you're going to flip it to the bottom side like this. And what I like to do is I like to take my half a circle and I place it so that the curved side is touching the rim and the straight line is still straight. And I'm just going to place a dot of glue right here. I'm going to continue to place dots all the way around, and I'm just going to continue to roll it. And once you are done, it should look something like this. Make sure that when you are gluing it, you are being very careful because the metal will get very hot and I do not want you to get burned. So I'm just going to be very careful and continue gluing it down. Please make sure that you have covered all of the metal, and I glued mine right back to where I started. And now we're going to lay a strip of glue down this side. We're going to fold this over. But you want to make sure that your hole at the top here is not too big. So I'm going to glue mine so that it is around this size. So I'm going to lay my strip of glue. And now I'm just going to place this down. Please let your hat dry, and once it is dry like mine, you're just going to take your scissors and cut off all of the excess felt. And be careful that you do not cut your hat. Now we are finished with making the shape of our hat, and I'm going to glue on my pom-pom right at the top. And if you want, you can always cut it to make it even since it's at a slant, but I'm just going to leave it the way it is and glue it right on. Now we're going to make the brim. For your brim, you can either use a 1-inch wide strip of white felt and just glue it around like this, or you can even just glue some cotton balls around, or you can do what I'm about to do with a sock. From the very top of your sock, you're just going to measure out 1.5 inches and cut this off. Now we're going to need to tuck in these rough edges, and what I like to do is I like to turn it inside out, and I just fold down the edges. Now I'm going to take glue and glue this down all the way around. And I'm just going to place little dots of glue like this and let it dry. Now once you are finished gluing it all the way around, you're just going to take your scissors and cut anything off that is too long. Now I'm going to turn this back to its right side, and it should now look like a brim of a hat. And we're just going to place this on our hat. And please fix it up the way you like it. Once you like how your brim looks, you're just going to put dots of glue to secure it all the way around. So I'm just going to pull it up, place a dot of glue, and put it back down. Please do this all the way around. Now your hat is finished and we are going to place it back onto our jar. Now you're going to choose which side you want as the front and the back. And I'm going to make this side the back because you can see the line. So here is my front. Now we're going to place on our belt, which is the ribbon, and our buckle, which is the pop tab. My belt is 11 inches long, and to measure yours, all you have to do is wrap it around your jar, and it should fold over itself just a little bit in the back. For the pop tab, we are going to be using the smooth, shiny part, and we're going to have the thick side this way and the thin side on the right side. We're going to take our ribbon and go up through the pop tab and down through it in the front. Please slide this to the middle. Now we're going to find where we want to place it on our jar. I'm going to place mine right about here, and we're going to place glue on it so it stays in place. I'm going to place dots of glue and glue down my ribbon on both sides. I'm going to glue this one down right in the back. Please do the same for the other side. Finally, I'm going to add a dot of glue to finish this off. Now we are finished with our Santa jar, and you can fill it with whatever you would like. This is what it looks like when it's done, and I can't wait to give these as gifts to my teachers and friends for Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you make some, I'd love to see them. My Instagram is CraftLifeUSA, so please tag me in a photo. And please don't forget to like us on Facebook, pin it on Pinterest, and subscribe right here on YouTube. I hope you're living a craft life just like me. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!